Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gaming to the Max and the start of a new series on the channel, Hearts of Iron 4, Old World Blues. Dun 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 dun. Let me click on it. The NCR, that's right. So, I thought after our Enclave fight, NCR was our big baddie in the game, and NCR was a huge proponent in Fallout New Vegas. I was like, I want to play one of the larger hitters in the Fallout universe on the West Coast, so I decided the NCR. There was a couple of other nations that I'd like to play in this mod. I had a lot of fun, a lot of fun with the Enclave playthrough. So I'm hoping I have as much fun with the NCR playthrough. So we start out with the Treaty of New Vegas, the Northern Frontier, which allows the NCR nor the She can revoke their mutual non-aggression, so we can't. And then the Vault City Garrison, which gives us weekly manpower -2, passive income, passive cap income +1, extra +3/+3. Alrighty, so we'll select the NCR, and then here's some of our other up here. Retooling firearms production, -30% equipment conversion speed, -10% infantry technology research, and -10% support research. Infantry equipment +35% production cost, and firearm weaponry +20% production cost, which is horrible. The Brotherhood Hegemony, energy weapon research -75%, power armor technology research -75%, and power armor production cost +75%. And then we also have abandonment of the gold standard, resource gain efficiency -5%, caps income -30%, and passive caps income -7%. So there you go. Do it on average Joe, and let's start on up. I don't know why every time I start one of these series I try to think of what those are called, and I just completely and utterly blank on it. It's like the 5th time I've done that. I'm like, oh, I forgot what those are called. I always think they're national focuses, but maybe they're national ideas or something like that. I've played this game, which is sad because I've played this game for around like 100 or 1,000, 1,500 hours or something like that. And I don't know why. It's every time I get on here and I'm like, oh, I'm going to start a series. And I'm just like, my whole mind just disappears. It's not there anymore. But I think that's why you guys enjoy watching me. I'm not perfect on this at all. I learn riding hand in hand with you guys when I'm playing this. So we're gonna start up our research. Do combat language, Ohm's law, improvised tools, and work is needed. Alright, some civilian factories right off the rip. Strong civilian factories are always needed. We'll do the founding myth, which is just 7 days. And we will immediately scroll all the way down and turn this off. So there's the Lost Hill diplomacy right there. There's quite a bit of stuff that we actually have that goes on as the NCR, which is really cool. I'm just going to produce a bunch of convoys for right now. And it looks like all of our equipment's being produced already, which I'm good with. I don't see much more that I could want. All right, perfect. Yeah, so if you just shift click your units there, you get all of them that are not assigned. I learned that not too long ago. Alexander Drummond, our commanding officer. As our leader, we can either have General Thompson or Ranger Commander Martin. We'll leave the Brigadier in charge here. All my Ranger companies will go into one. All my motorized go into one. And then we'll have to choose somebody to sacrifice. So. I don't even have enough generals to
What's up?
switch over. We'll probably just change the Red Bull company over. Do something along the lines of that. I'm okay with that. All right, let's start on up. Crank her up to 4 speed. Let's do this first. This first focus. The founding myth gets event Vault Hero 13, or Vault 13th hero. 13. Anyway, national spirits. So. Then we also have the Followers of the Apocalypse, Lost Hills, NCR Tension. Gains us negative 1% political power gain, plus 1.6% mobilization speed, negative 1.60% construction speed, caps expense plus 1.6, and tension plus 5. I've already played 1.5, thank you. State of the economy, consumer goods 15%, construction speed negative 10%, factory output negative 5%, trade deal opinion factor plus 5. And the Army of the Republic, maximum command power increase plus 5, and caps expense plus 5%. The founding myth, Vault 13's hero. When Shady Sands was but a budding settlement, plagued by raiders and locked in a bitter struggle for survival, it was visited by a denizen of Vault 13, now known only as the Vault Dweller. He met with Aradesh, who shared their knowledge with him on his quest to replace Vault 13's faulty water chip. While the water chip from Vault 15, Shady Sands' home vault, was piled too far in the rock for the Vault Dweller to recover, Ardesh's kindness made the Vault Dweller feel indebted to the struggling community. When disaster struck, Shady Sands and con raiders captured Ardesh's daughter, Tandy. The Vault Dweller repaid his debt 10 times over, freeing Tandy and driving the cons from California for decades. Our run-in with the Vault Dweller's kindness and honor was a founding moment for the Republic, as without his bold assault on the cons and freeing of Tandy, our fledgling nation would never have taken off from the ground. Over the centuries after his visit, the Vault Dweller's impact on Shady Sands would morph into the settlement's founding myth. Society would be forever morphed, but by what fundamental idea? Debt must always be honored, no matter the cost. We pay in our debt, which grants consumer goods plus 2%, factor stability plus 5%. Production efficiency grows plus 5%. Caps income negative 5%. Treating with strangers. Strangers must always be treated with kindness. That gives us war support negative 5%. Daily compliance gain plus 0.02%. And appeals to refugees. I don't actually think the refugees mechanic is still in the game. So probably not. Our founding myth, self-sacrifice, is essential up the others, which creates weekly manpower negative 5. Production efficiency cap plus 3%. Research speed negative 2%. Extra 8 water, or Shady Sands outgrew revering a single figure long ago. None of those are really like great in my opinion. I guess the best one would be this one, the consumer goods factor plus 2%. Stability. The stability, I guess, would be nice, but the caps income wouldn't necessarily be that great. I don't know. I don't like any of those, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think that stability's worth it. It's only 2% though. Yeah, we'll do repaying our debts. And now we're doing President Tandy's legacy. The Outpost of Liberty. Over 30 years has passed since the heroes of the NCR broke the Enclave forces at Navarro, and since then, mighty pioneers have poured to north to tame a savage land. Only guidance of the Brahman Barons and Carl Tilden, our people opened mines, scavenged towns, and built farms to feed the hungry Republic. And all are happy with the manifest destiny. Some tribals, unwilling to adopt the NCR's enlightened guidance, resist our efforts to civilize the frontier. She settlers from San Francisco refuse to recognize the authority of Redding's Rangers, and some whisper the Brotherhood still has agents there working against the Republic. Time will tell if any of these foes will threaten our march of liberty. Gain 1% war support and lose 10% or 10 stability. Yeah, I guess that little bit of stability was worth it. President Tandy's legacy, the Republic's golden years. Over the 52 years President Tandy led the Republic, the Union of 5 states went from strength to strength. By focusing the Republic's economy and workforce on infrastructure and agriculture, California ensured a thriving network of trade routes and Brahmin farms. The clearing of roads, rivers, and railways paved the way for rapid redeployment of the NCR's growing military, allowing the prompt response to threats across Southern California and reaching north towards Redding. Backed by an abundance of renewable food thanks to a get-created farmland and Brahmin herds, the population of settlements, major and minor alike, exploded, further ballooned by an influx of new settlers from across Northern California and beyond. Never afraid of using underhanded tactics to achieve her goals, she bullied New Reno and Vault City into joining the Republic as autonomous territories and ordered the assault on Navarro that would shatter the enclave on the west coast. In the premiership so abundant with the success and victories, Taney's legacy has shaped every aspect of the NCR and the wider wasteland. One set of her policies saw success beyond comparison and helped the founding of Shady Sands State grow beyond comparison. Carefully nurturing of civilian industry, gained 4 civilian workshops. Clearing railways across the waste, every state gets 1 infrastructure. 2 levels of watchtowers will be built in every victory hub, and plus 5% local supplies. And every state will get 1 water. Oh no, I'm sorry. Every state gets 1 building slot, and in the hub we gain 1 water. So we get 4 straight. Wow, the infrastructure is absolutely pitiful. I kind of like that. I'm not too worried about the forts. The extra building slot would be nice. But if we do that right off the rip, we'll get more resources. Which we're not really hurting for resources, but yeah, clearing railways across the waste. I like that one. Time erodes all beauty. That's a 5-day. Do have a navy. Here's the NCR, the Western Brotherhood under Jonathan Maxon. You got the She, and then you have Lieutenant Morton in the Navarro territories. And then we have the Mojave territories under General Lee Oliver. Alright, stagnation at the zenith. Soon after President Taney passing in 2248, the new California Republic reached its zenith. Under Taney, Shady Sands spread from the Pacific to Redding, from the Boneyard to the gates of the Mojave. Even the Golden Circle towns fell beneath the bear as Vault City welcomed an NCR garrison and Reno became an associated state. At home, Taney's fierce regulation against wealthy ranchers, the so-called Brahmin barons, and rich trading monopolies ensured prosperity and support for the Republic and revived dreams of a better world. Taney's successor, Tibbet, continued the good times, and although the Republic's good times would last, and all thought the Republic's good times would last forever, but the fate of the Republic changed forever in 2253 when a caravan of 38 NCR citizens journeying from Arizona to Baker was attacked by raiders in the northern Mojave. At the time, in desolate no man's land, President Tibbet, following Taney's mold of preferring diplomacy to brute force, was slow to react to the crisis. While Tibbet dithered, opportunistic senators smelled blood, most notably Wendell Peterson, who demanded military assistance for the crisis. Peterson enchanted Tibbet with the promise that the bear had claws. Peterson's inauguration showed the limits of the NCR's progress. Peterson allied himself with the Brahmin barons and relied increasingly militaristic expansionist policies to win the support of the population. As the Brahmin barons rose and the vast expansion of the military continued, the NCR started a haphazard period of stagnation. Fueled by baron and caravanserai money, the Republic entered a harsh cycle of consumerism and corruption. Sure, the Republic thrived, but it was no longer ordinary people gaining most from the growth. By 2275, much of Northern California was run from Redding by the barons themselves, benefiting from the NCR protection while contributing little of their own. Navarro territories, liberated with Brotherhood assistance, are a seething frontier, and the Mojave, well, as they say, the house always wins. The military-industrial complex groans under Peterson's weight. Remove 1 arms factory in Shady Sands. Arms workshop receives 1 level of damage. The NCR economy will receive a 5% penalty of factory output. We'll lose 7.5% stability, gain 2.5% war support. The NCR economy will receive 5% penalty to caps income. Big business bought in money, but hurt our politics. We get political power gain. I don't want factory output or political power loss. I think it's militaristic propaganda made the Republic cynical. At least a bunch of stability. Man, that's it's not really that great either. The factory output probably is the one that we could take the bullet from the most. We'll do this one. Let's do democracy and despotism. Yeah, so the republic is not in good shape, is what that's saying. I really need my caravans to be built. Alright. The 2278 Senate elections. The NCR may be a bit different from what you're used to. There are no chieftains, town bosses, kings, or dictators here. Our leaders are elected by the people. That's right. Every state has the right to send representatives to the Hall of Congress. These representatives select the president and vice president to head the council, and it's their advice which guides the president's decisions. The Senate election of 2278 will decide ultimately who becomes the next president. President Kimball is likely to remain in office, but he faces opposition at home. My allegiance is to the republic, to democracy. Political power plus 20, and hits the event by the people, for the people, of the people. By the people, for the people, of the people. The followers are fierce opponents of Kimball and are backed by Governor Allgood Murphy. As he once put it in a speech earning his name, we must be thankful that we have no ills at home and can afford another war. There is no crime in the republic. There is no want in the republic. There are no children in need of schools, no sick in need of care. There are no farmers who need assistance, no neighbors who need a hand. To spend as much blood and treasure as we have, all must be good. One of Kimball's other critics is Mayor Hayes of Dayglow, mocked for his old war blues. Hayes studied America's past, the days when a nation stretched from sea to shining sea, with influence extending from pole to frozen pole. Hayes opposed the war in the Mojave because the resources spent there could be spent to uplift the republic. Indeed, Hayes is perhaps the only NCR politician who does not respect House, but admires him. Still better than worshipping the Maxon dynasty, plus 10 political power. And then the State of the Union. That's a little 3-day. So we get crisis in California. Alright. Crisis in California. Life in the wasteland isn't simple, especially not for a democracy as cumbersome and problem-ridden as the NCR. After decades of decadent decline under the premiership of Peterson and Kimball, the Republic is facing a number of crises on many fronts. In the South, Dayglow faces off with raider groups along the Colorado and in Baja, who threaten the blooming city's security and prosper. The Brotherhood lurks in its bunkers, and whether they will be friends or foes, too soon to tell. San Francisco, nominally a friend of the Republic, pursues its own designs under the Xi. The Barons continue to run roughshod over the people of Northern California, with the NCR distracted. Vault City and Navarro debate their own course. Between now and the 2278 election, the NCR will face a number of crises that it must react to. When these arrive, they will be put up to the Senate. Who prevails will decide the fate of the elections of 2278. Democracy must prevail. Get 20 political power. We can refurbish the bazaar. Can't do this yet. We can do the bear roars, which helps. We can start going down here. Let's do refurbish the bazaar. It's a 30-day focus. Kick it up. We can begin a scavenging program. I'm okay with that. There's a bunch of things we can restore. The Broken Brothers unite New Reno's family. Surprising news comes from New Reno as the Broken Brothers, New Reno's newest family, has seemingly brokered a peace agreement between Reno's many families, ending decades of infighting. Reno will be ruled by a council composed of all the city's power blocks, including the bishops, rights, and of course the Broken Brothers themselves. Super Mutant Chief Thrad, leader of the Broken Brothers, announced that New Reno would soon become a symbol of unity and prosperity for humans and mutants alike. Time will tell if the arrangement unifies New Reno survives an uncertain future. Really, all it took was a band of super mutants? Excuse me. So now you got the United Families. They're considered to be elites. I guess this is the one they chose. Instead of our people. Alright, let's see what else we got. Consumer goods. That'll get us some stability for a little bit. I think we can afford that. Let's produce consumer goods. The Brushfire Wars. Sorry, I'm seeming to get a little nasally right now. This will get us 2 civilian workshops and adds development income plus 10% in Shady Sands. It says right here. Let's begin a route to New Vegas. Let's see, I think is it the Boneyard has one? Yeah, and I can promote. We'll send you to New Vegas as well. I'm trying to think of who else. Dayglow has one. Send you to Northern Phoenix. And is it? Yeah, Sac City has one. Go to Vault City. And I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's the 3 of them. Economic growth in the Boneyard. Excellent. And Greater Dago. I can hide those, which I probably will after the next couple months, but for right now, it's not much of a big deal. Lanius cohort declares war on the Blue Rose Society. Combat language. Warrior training. I'm getting some basic pistols. Refurbish the bazaar. Let's do the selection of 2275. Alt Cities Council is choosing a new leader. A diplomatic visit to promote ties will help remind the fair city where their best entrance lies. Vault City gains our friends to the south, and we gain 25 political power. Yeah, Vault City, we're friends. I don't even think you all have your own focus tree, do you? Nope. They don't. I know the Mojave territories do. Capturing the dam, dealing with Capitol Hill. 2 new troopers. The cause is fighting up north. We got Eureka up here. There's the selection done. Let's do the Bear Roars because I do want to start getting I do want to start getting better production for my weapons. Sorry, I was reading that and then I got immediately just kind of was like, what was I talking about? Yeah, we're not going to do a business favor. We have the money. There's Ohm's Law. Construction speed. Washington Brotherhood took the Olympus tribe. There's the cause. The way that we walk. A Reddish was not just the first president of the Republic. He was also a strong believer in the teachings of Dharma. Dharma was one of the great teachers before the war who prophesied that mankind's greed and folly would lead to death and destruction. Only by following the Four Noble Truths and enlightened path, or the Eightfold Path, sorry, can mankind avoid the endless horrors of unchanging war. Understandably, the faith, mocked as a Californian cult before the war, flourished in the aftermath. Dharma's presence isn't flashy as a ranger's outpost or a crimson caravan station, but the faith makes its presence known through soup kitchens, hospitals, and its ties to the followers. For a single candle can light thousands, and the light is not decreased by being shared. Gain 20 political power. Okay. So they have their own type of religion. Reclamation Authority. Looks like we're going to beat First Citizen Lynette out. Rangers Theorist. Let's see. Old World Blues. No. That's a lot of stability. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know what I want to spend my political power on right now. Bastion of Democracy. Gang violence blooms in the hub. The hub is, in some ways, the epitome of the NCR's contrast. Home to the Thieves Guild and Underground, it's home to some of the richest merchants in the West. Recent economic development has attracted thousands of citizens to the city, lured to the promise of a bright tomorrow. But not everyone can succeed. Unfortunately, the numerous gangs present in the city have taken advantage of those who fall through the cracks and continue to grow in power, resulting in steadily increased violence. With our economic capital embroiled in petty crime, trade income has fallen drastically. We can wait for the hub's municipal forces to resolve the violence themselves or undertake a federal military and fiscal intervention. After all, investing in the hub could be a long-term benefit to the Republic. Let's see. We'll just get Bloodbath, Public Libraries. I think that helps. NCR economy will acquire 5% more consumer goods, base 5% war support. The hub removes 2 civilian workshops. See, I think if the National Spirit, the Northern Frontier. Let's send troops to the hub. Get a bunch more civilian factories. Oh yeah, I'm in the middle of the Bears Roar. 3 more days. Send troopers to the hub. The Battle of the Bodega. The sleepy she town of Hussein in the state of Old Bodega is one of the handful that did not coast, or that dot the coast of Navarro. All that was well there until 12 o'clock, 11th of April, 2275. On that fateful day, sea insurgents attacked our tax collectors, trespassing on our hard-won soil. Can we stand for this? No, of course not. We go to war. How else can we protect our citizens? To defend our people, whatever the cost may be, we replace the Northern Frontier with tensions in the frontier, weekly manpower -1. Add Navarro intervention, which send volunteer tension limit -50%, max volunteer force plus 7 divisions. Division required for sending volunteers force -60. We complete the motion of no confidence, and the Navarro territory leaves the NCR. Motion of no confidence. Allgood's fury. I had no idea things were so good, Murphy cried in the halls of Congress, that we once again face a war. The Van Graffs and Barons in Navarro trample the rights of tribals. They extort crops from the settlers, from the Shee. They smuggle guns and drugs to Oregon. Now you ask NCOs to fight and die for them? Kimball waited for the cries to die down and slammed his fist on the podium. Spare me your moral condescensions, Murphy. As far as I can see, it's only the Republic that takes risks for humanity. It's our rangers that crack down on cannibalism in Navarro, our merchants who sold the Shee their farming tools, and our settlers that tamed the mighty forests of the north. Some of the men fight for nothing more than the flag in their own interest, but we stand by the people of Navarro and the Republic, the one society that goes out armed for right and for freedom. We will not surrender our hard-won lands so you can feel smug at home. Ooh. Support President Kimball or support Allgood Murphy. A free people should not take it from others. Senator Allgood Murphy of the Boneyard has called for a vote of no confidence. President Kimball raised the possibility of Kimball's removal from office before the end of his term. To survive the vote, President Kimball will need to secure the support of a majority of senators and vice versa. Once we've chosen a side through our national focuses, the other side will also begin to take measures against us. We should try to stay on our toes. When we get the countdown to the vote of no confidence, we lose 10% stability. Our people should not take it from others, because we will be playing as Senator Allgood Murphy. Let's announce his rhetoric.
What's up?
Send volunteers. I'll send you these three. Move the brigadier to them. Chaos in the Navarro territories. Northeastern California burns today as after a scrimmage between the Van Graff mercenaries and Shi settlers in the coastal city of Fusang left 21 dead. Orders collapsed in the NCR's Navarro territories. Settlers aligned with the Shi and the tribals of the region have both taken up arms against the local garrison, successfully taking control of the east and south of the frontier territories in what was been dubbed the Navarro Crisis. As the Shi, NCR, and Eureka furiously debate intervention, open warfare in Navarro is expected to commence, an event which will pose a serious threat to diplomatic relations between the three factions no matter the outcome.
What's up?
Send all those troops. Try to knock out the free folk, then the dragon. Or maybe even the dragon first. The secret sauce. Recently we've heard of a man who goes by the simple moniker T. He claims to be from a faraway land that we cannot find on any old world maps. We pointed out from his description an ancient country of great warriors called Sweden, but it seems that this is not from where the mysterious T hails, judging by his extremely irritated expression. Regardless, the ghoul brings a secret with him, the best homemade potato sauce recipe we've ever tasted, and he wants to share. Our best sledge slingers have adopted the famous recipe all throughout the country. Recently, groups have been making pilgrimages from even distant lands of foreign and exotic gods just to have a taste. Add Swiss sauce, which grants country-based nose income plus 5%. Perfect. Let's see. Naval base, arms workshop. We'll take so President Kimball, or will they spawn governors or spurn Governor Murphy's idealism? Got 200 days on that. Our bros declared war on the Old Bones. Laney's cohort goes to war. Senator Murphy criticizes the Mojave expedition. Gains 20% in the Senate. Gain 10% more support and 100 political power, but we lose 5% more support.
Hey.
Our Rangers have arrived.
Yeah?
The Reclamation Authority. So we can start sending out prospectors. Let's see. Kimball moves to shut down the Navarro probe, spurred to action by a swell of public outrage in Maxon following the end of the Allgood truce. A bipartisan group of Maxon senators have demanded the opening of a Senate inquiry into the events that unfolded. The Senate has, of course, complied with their demands, and now a probe dominated by our supporters have begun digging for evidence that attack was started on Kimball's orders. Such a finding would surely sink his campaign, but we must act fast to find such evidence before he succeeds in shutting us down. He gains 5% support, and we gain mission activates. Kimball shuts down the Navarro probe. We must move fast. Is that something here? That's the one he has to do. Let's see. Military High Command. Research Advisor. We'll do him. Ranger Jackson. Get some ticking army experience. Gunners require lowest tariffs. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denounce his rhetoric. And let's do... expose the... Let's produce the concrete evidence, because this is also a timed out one. That's one. Start researching our land doctrines. Defeated that unit.
Yeah. What's up? Hey.
Train mongrels.
Get down! Come on, give me a reason. Yeah? What's up? Yeah?
Try to get them into that territory there, so we can keep this pocket available. The free folks,
Incoming!
they got defeated pretty quickly in my opinion.
I've got it.
Let's do infantry. That's pretty much what we have. Try to break that power armor division. Whew. Hoping they attack their capital. Is this a mountain tile?
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
There's the concrete evidence. Expose the corruption. Defeated that pocket there.
Get down!
Move my rangers north.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
What's up?
I don't agree that they won that fight, but it's okay.
Yeah. What's up? Hey.
Let's see, you're strong. You're going to be my infantry guy. So we'll get inspirational and mysterious stranger. And you will get sniper because you're the ranger commander.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Death Claws ate some of our team. Right on.
Yeah.
Took Navarro. I wonder if we can just walk right into the bodega.
Yeah.
The matrons were puppeted. Security Chief Mayor selected in Vault City. Vault City experienced a shakeup in leadership today with Security Chief Mayor announcing their victory over incumbent First Citizen Lynette in the first ever popular election for the position of First Citizen. Coming into power of a wave of backlash, Security Chief Mayor promises to transform the city-state into the nucleus of sovereign democratic Nevada. Time will tell how the results of the election impact the big circle. We would have preferred Lynette.
Yeah.
Let's knock out the bodega there.
Hey.
We can walk into Fusang as well. Vault City expels the garrison. We remove the Vault City garrison. The Vault City loses military alliance. Opinion of New California Republic. And we lose 50 opinion of them. What do we really need Vault City for? Expose to blatant corruption. Let's do this one. How much time do we have left on this? Quite a while.
What's up?
I can't believe they haven't capitulated yet. If I'm being 100% honest. I'm gonna try to aim it. Maybe split you.
Fall back! I've got one! Yeah?
Oh, Santa Rosa is their capital now.
Yeah? Yeah? Come on, give me a reason.
Texas Brotherhood declared war. Resource gain efficiency plus 12%.
Come on, give me a reason.
Let's take their capital. Hopefully that'll be the end of it. There's a bunch of wars going on. Where is the Reclamation Armory? Under R64. I bet you this would be super cool if it has a focus tree. No! It doesn't. That's okay. There he goes, Fusang. Whew. Victory in Navarro. The Shi, the Brotherhood, and the Tribals did all did their best to crush the NCR, but now we are firmly in Conants in the Navarro territory. We have proven once again that the Bear never gives up its territory. Moreover, the conflict gave us the opportunity to cement the Republic control over the region, strengthening our army. We annexed the territory. We get it as cores. We removed the intervention. The Shi removed tensions in the frontier, and then everybody gets the NCR victorious in Navarro. We also gained plus 2% stability and war support. Awesome.
Yeah? Hey.
And then our forces should be in transit back to us. Are you actually what our troopers are?
Uh-huh.
No. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna scrap all of them. Gain some manpower.
Yeah?
Perfect. NCR victorious in Navarro. With following the withdrawal or destruction of the remaining opponents, the NCR, the New California Republic has once again emerged as the undisputed control of the Navarro frontier. The culmination of a campaign to regain control of Northwest California after fighting broke out between settlers aligned with the Shi, the NCR, and the native tribes of the region. The NCR once again faces the task of taming California's last frontier. The Bears, supported by a number of Brahmin barons, have quickly taken steps into integrating the Navarro territories into the NCR proper, bringing in a new swath of settlers eager to extract the land's rich lumber and crops. For now, it seems the NCR is in Navarro to stay.
Uh-huh.
Move my troops against the Rapids. Let's see, we're getting support from the Boneyard. Governor Murphy is, yeah, we're crushing him. And then there's one more. Let's focus on Navarro. Get us some political power, which we have quite a bit of right now. But a humble request: an envoy from the Shias ride with the request funding for their endeavors. It surprised many. Seldom few opportunities have arisen where we brush past with the Shi, no less have one of their own approach us. Rumors and stories speak of their technological prowess, a force to be reckoned with. Had they bothered to step beyond their palace, and of the mystical vines that seemingly cleanse the air, these legacies strike interest in many and fear in others. Perhaps the Shi can make greater friends than foe. We give them 15,000 NCR dollars and gain 10 political power. Yeah, I'll do that. Stability, war support, no. Division speed, attrition, reinforcement, right? These can't get rid of those. Trade income. Stability, damage to garrison, root out resistance mission. We'll do him. He's actually a pretty strong chief of the army. Can't do anything yet. The bear's wings. Let's actually go up to lifetime pension as well. Lost Hills operative captured. Come on, Lost Hills. Energy cell capacity, that'd be nice. Though we don't really have use for energy cells except for our motorized. The cause seems to be winning. Under Dan. Go Dan. Go Dan. President Kimball's probably like, what? We can do her. Not like that. Soft attack. We'll hold off. Save up. Save our political power. Me always says that. Me never does it. Are our troops still coming back? Oh,
Yeah?
they're back. First, second, and third ranger will be their own.
Yeah?
You guys will go under 10.
Yeah?
Alright, you'll be under Mr. Thompson there.
What's up?
Rangers will go under him.
Yeah?
The Mojave territories, surveying our enemies. You guys are getting ready to knock out the Mojave chapter. Local leaders. Train mongrels. Not robots. Research the gliders. Let's focus the Navarro. Or Navarro. Navarro. However you say it. We'll deploy troops to the hub. I don't know if that helps him or not. There's the Canadian Wars going off. You guys will probably not keep Mr. Jonathan there for much longer. The Hand Warband declares war on the Lone Star. Shell's army declares war on Los. Rusty hooks are being defeated by Kyler's Legion. Contact lost. We're not having any luck with our teams right now. We found the expedition. First one's got 8 by Death Claws. The second one's got lost. The Morrow Drinkers went to war. Oh no, sorry. Troll Warren went to war with the Carcass Walkers. What an odd name. You get Old World Blues research speed. The Bear's Wings. Supply consumption. That'd be nice. Tactician. Authorized raids on the gang's headquarters. Maximum Expedition declared war on the Scorpion's Bite. Wouldn't mind getting a couple more groups of Rangers. And I wouldn't mind getting some more units here. Maybe a couple more motorized. Perfect. Like 21 more days to the vote of no confidence. Governor Murphy 100% wins this. We can drop the tension between us and Lost Hills by quite a bit. Los has been puppeted. Puppeted. There's gliders. We'll actually have an Air Force at some point. Even if they're like the absolute worst, at least it'll be one. We'll promote node. Can't. Promote. Can't. Where's the other one at? Is it Reading? No. Shady Sands, Boneyard Saints. Greater Dayglow. Nope, already done that one. The hub. Yeah, I see. Excellent. Hand Warband was annexed. So Lone Star survived. Congratulations, Lone Star. One more day on this, and then how many more days do we have down here? 2. Better no confidence. New hand on the tiller. The Congress has no confidence in President Kimball. Governor Murphy's exhaustive reports persuade Congress of the clear and present danger of untrammeled Expansion. The boys and girls of California will not die in pursuit of Kimball's old world dreams, and they will not spend their days patrolling the Mojave wishing for a nuclear winter. Arron Kimball will be forced from office by the Senate and replaced with Allgood Murphy. Kimball will probably retire to a comfortable house in Upper Shady Sands. Arron Kimball retires. Allgood Murphy becomes leader of the People's Party, where he's a charismatic leader, which is 5% political power gain. He's a follower of the apocalypse, gives multi-population plus 10%, infrastructure, purification station, and power station construction speed plus 10%, and we get completes a new focus hand on the tiller. Awesome. Kimball removed from office in a stark rejection of the trend of rising militarism and corruption within the NCR. President Kimball has been removed from office following a vote of no confidence by the NCR Senate. Starting as an investigation into the Navarro crisis, Kimball's support base was rapidly whittled away by a series of dramatic Senate hearings which exposed the corruption, unchecked imperialism, and widespread nepotism that had occurred under his term. As the leader of the opposition, Boneyard Senator Allgood Murphy has been selected by the Senate to serve as president for the remainder of the term. Time will tell if the newly inaugurated President Murphy will be able to deliver on the ambitious anti-corruption platform before the onset of the 2078 federal elections. The future looks bright. All's good with Murphy. There he is. We can start. The wise dragon or crush the dragon. Ranger Organization, Protectors of the Wasteland, Vangraff Corruption. Oppose the Rural Revitalization Act. There's so much to do. We can do the Mechanized Bull. Gives us better power armor, or we can do Maxon's Army. Or Mossman's Army, I'm sorry. The new Ranger Corps, which this is what we'll do, the Rangers. Rats. Mole rat damage in the hub. I still haven't done any of these. Our scavengers found nothing. I walked up to the plate and they just told me to get off. They didn't even they didn't even tell me to swing. They were like, yeah, you just need to leave. Field fortifications. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to end episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm super excited for this series, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.